Hello, my lovely Cancerians, and a very warm welcome to your May 2022 horoscope forecast. It's a big month astrologically. Not only have we got an eclipse, but we've also got Mercury going retrograde, and Jupiter will change sign. So what does this all mean for you, my lovely Cancerians? Well, on the 3rd of the month, we've got Venus coming into this 10th house. Venus in the 10th is really wanting you to follow your love. What do you love to do? What gives you pleasure? And it can be simple things like cooking, like gardening, like painting, like going on a trampoline, like walking in nature. It doesn't have to be complex, but what is it that you love doing? And how can you maybe share that love with other people? Some of you may be changing work. Some of you may be deciding on self-employment. If you're already self-employed, you might be expanding it or changing it in some way. And on the 11th, that's a big date. That's when Jupiter comes to join Venus here. And also Mercury will go retrograde. And let me deal with the Jupiter thing first. So Jupiter and Venus together. These two planets together are very happy. They're known as the two benefics, the two really good fortune bringing planets. And here in the 10th house, for those of you with a career, this could bode very well for your career, for your work. If you don't have a career, you may be finding a career. Even if you retired, you might be saying, hey, I'm not going to retire anymore. I've got things I want to do and share. It's also a great time here to connect with people with whom you've got common interests and to expand out into new areas, new things maybe that you didn't think you could do. And you begin to find you've got some new talents that you didn't realize. So stretch yourself. And on the 11th as well, Mercury will be retrograde here. And sorry, that should not have been there. Oopsie daisy. A Mercury retrograde here until June the 4th. So this is a wonderful time for relaxing, resting, reassessing. It's soon going to be your birthday time. So looking back on the year that you've had, looking at the things that you feel you've done really well, things that you might like to improve, and beginning to think about the things that you no longer need, things that are just superfluous, that maybe you can give away or recycle. And it's a wonderful time for writing, for journaling, and for getting into anything metaphysical. It's not the best time for signing contracts, but if you do have to sign an important contract or deal, then just make sure that you get it checked over several times before you sign on that dotted line. On the 16th of the month, we have got a lunar eclipse happening here in your 5th house, shining a light on your creativity. You're extremely creative, lovely Cancerians. What is it that you can do to spark that creativity even more? The full moon is shining a light and saying, hey, come on. There are things that you love to do. What makes me smile? What makes me happy? What brings me joy? And it's also about releasing the child within you, not getting too serious. And maybe even working with children or teenagers in some way for some of you. And for some of you, it will be to do with having your own enterprise, your own business, your own way of making your living. On the 21st, the sun coming into this 12th house, wonderful time for self-reflection, for studying anything esoteric, astrology, crystals, healing, channeling, developing your psychic abilities, of which you have many, much further and deeper. On the 25th of the month, Mars comes to join this little party here in the 10th. So really a time to push forward and to be ready to speak up for what is important to you. Not to stand back, as sometimes you do, and let others go, but no, for you to be absolutely clear and say, hey, this doesn't work for me, or this does work for me, and to be ready to speak out and be counted. And on the 29th of the month, we've got Venus coming into your 11th house, joining Uranus. This is wonderful for friendships, for romance, for connecting with members of your tribe, and for finding people with whom you share common interests. And on the 30th of the month, we've got a lovely new moon happening up here in your 12th house. So this may be some new awakenings, new realizations, new inspirations, thoughts, ideas coming to you. So this can be very positive if you're willing to be peaceful, be quiet, and enjoy your alone time. So there you have it, lovely Cancerians. I wish you a wonderful month. Thank you for liking, commenting, sharing, and subbing. Bye for now.